pa po ba?
Opo, ma'am.
Okay. Okay po. Everybody, good afternoon and welcome to our class. For my dearest grade 8, don't forget to have your attendance. So, sige, I'm going to share the link of your attendance, okay, in our chat box. So, don't forget to have your attendance. Okay, all you have to do is go to the link and jot down your name. So, sige, I'm going to check if you're there already. Okay, so let's check. Wow, so we have group 1, group 2. Oh, where's group 4? And then where's the group name of group 3? Kindly type the name of your group and also have your attendance. Please be reminded that in this link, go back here from time to time. And if you will observe here, we have our Google Meet link here, our attendance here, our slide, our Google form for your short quiz. And we also have Google Docs for your experiment time as your assignment. I'm going to put the link in the chat box and click the link and then do the activity. Okay? So welcome to the wonderful world of chemistry. Okay, so let's start our session with a classroom prayer. So I would like you to sit properly, keep quiet, and feel the presence of the Lord.
Daily offering. A straight from the heart prayer. Most loving Father, I thank you for the gift of this new day. Please help me to use it for your honor and glory. By your grace, may all my thoughts, words, and actions be pleasing today in your sight. In your great kindness, Lord Almighty, preserve me on this day without sin, and protect all your people from every evil. May the ever-blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of our Savior, keep us under her protection. And by her prayers and the aid of all your saints, keep us ever intent on doing good for your sake. We ask these blessings through your Son, Jesus Christ, our Redeemer. Amen.
Let us have our words of affirmation for today. So today, I am blank. So I want you to bring out your today's word of affirmation and then turn on your camera and then show it. I'm going to take a photo of it. Yan. So I also made my own. Today, I am fighting. Okay, so today you are blessed. Today you are, wow, energetic. And then today, I am feeling great. That's nice. I'm so happy to know that. Okay, so I'm going to take a photo of this. Make sure that you turn on your camera. Smile. Very good. So hold on that affirmation. You feel blessed and you're doing great. That's good and keep it up. But don't forget the following. So first is you have to open your camera always. For the attendance link, refer to the chat box. And for the activity link, chat box, you may use the raise hand button located on the lower part of your Google Meet. If you want to recite or use the microphone, lower the hand button if you're done using the microphone. But don't forget to bring out your periodic table today because we will use that. Kindly type in our chat box if everything is clear to you. May I see? your responses. Okay, so that's great. So let's proceed. For the objectives, the first one is differentiate nonmetals and metalloids. For the second, we need to describe and predict the elements trend in the periodic table with respect to metals and vice versa. Okay, so it's a mouthful of pero it's okay, don't worry. We will handle that later. And then number 3, cite real-life applications of the importance of understanding the reactivity of metals in preventing corrosion. So, let's start with a recap. Last time, we discussed the difference between metal, non-metals, and metalloids. We will just check if you still remember. So, we have here color peach in this area, we have color gray in this area, and we have color green in this area. The title of this activity is Science Word Wall. Where do I belong? So you will identify or classify the element if it is a metal, non-metal, or metalloid. To answer me, all you have to do is to type your answer in our chat box. You will just type there. Don't worry because the details in the chat box can be downloaded. So let's start. So we have here palladium. So where do I belong? Metal, non-metal, or metalloids? Anyone? Please type in our chat box. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's check if your answer is correct because you said it's a metal. It's a metal. Correct. Nice. Next, how about this one? Arsenic. Where do I belong? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, your answer is metalloid. Is it correct? That's correct. It's a metalloid. Next, how about this one? Iodine. Is it metal, non-metal, or metalloid? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer is non-metal. That's correct. Next, how about this one? Magnesium. Is it metal, non-metal, or metalloids? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer is metal. Next, how about this one? Quite challenging. Hydrogen. Is it metal, non-metal, or metalloid? Is it metal? Are you sure? Hydrogen. Oh, you have different answers now. Is it metal, non-metal, or metalloid? Because hydrogen is quite confusing or somewhat, it has a special property actually. Okay? Okay, so let's check if your answer is metal or non-metal. Okay, why? So hydrogen is actually a gas, but it is located here in this area where this is what we call group 1 or alkali metal because of the number of electron, okay, which is 1. That's why it's in group 1. But it doesn't mean that it is a metal. It's a non-metal. Okay? Very good. So, if you will observe here, we have a large part here which is color green. And that green is what we call the metals. 75%, almost 75% or majority of the periodic table are metals. So, here's the question. What makes a metal different or special? Metals are actually solid, except for the mercury, which is a liquid metal. Next, they are shiny or lustrous. They are good conductor of heat and electricity. And they are malleable. You can hammer them into thin sheets. And they are ductile. They can be turned into thin wires. Now, let us have this what we call periodic trend that focuses mainly on metals. Because if you will observe, majority of the elements in the periodic table are metals. So let's focus first on them. We have here metallic property and reactivity of metals with water. I want you to observe this video. Okay, and later I will ask you.
This demonstration shows the difference in reactivity between lithium, sodium, and potassium. So in each of these small dishes, I have a piece of metal, lithium in this case, and then sodium and potassium. And then in these crystallizing dishes, we have water mixed with some phenolphthalein indicator that will show us a change in pH that occurs upon this reaction. So we're going to start with placing lithium metal in water.
Observe.
And observing its reactivity. You can see it's bubbling and fizzing, and slowly the water begins to turn pink because of the change in pH. Next, we have sodium metal.
Observe the sodium.
Reacts more vigorously and actually melts as it reacts. And the hydrogen that's emitted during the reaction catches on fire and makes that really fun burst. And now this is potassium.
Observe potassium. Now, based from the video you've watched, what did you observe in the video presented? What are the things that you remember or you observe? Lag po ang video. So, should I repeat the video? Okay, so, sige. I will just try to repeat the video one more time.
So in each of these small dishes, I have a piece of metal, lithium in this case, and then sodium and potassium.
Do you hear the video? Type 1 if you hear the video.
And then in these crystallizing
Okay.
dishes, we have water mixed with some phenolphthalein indicator that will show us a change in pH that occurs on this reaction. So we're going to start with placing lithium metal in water and observing its reactivity. You can see it's bubbling and fizzing, and slowly the water begins to turn pink because of the change in pH. Next, we have sodium metal, and this reacts more vigorously and actually melts as it reacts. And the hydrogen that's emitted during the reaction catches on fire and makes that really fun burst. And now this is potassium.
Okay, so again, we have there three metals, which is, we have the first one is lithium, the second one is sodium, and the third one is potassium. And we have also water there. And then what she did is just, she placed the metal in the water. Okay, and we also have their indicator, which is a phenolphthalein. Okay, so in order for us to see the change in the acidity of the water. Okay, now, based from this video, I want you to type in our chat box, what are the things that you observed? Just give me one that you could remember, or that you remember, or you like, or that amazed you. So the elements of different reaction on water. Wow, that's advanced. I like that. The number of the element in francium. Again, the color of the water changes. That's correct. Yes, what else? Aside from the color, do you see any smoke? Aside from the color, what else? Potassium reacts violently. I like that. You're advanced. Okay, so do you see some bubbles, smoke, and fire? Yes or no? Have you seen bubbles, smoke, and fire or explosion? Yes, okay. So actually, those are evidences of what we call chemical reaction. So indeed, there is what we call chemical reaction happen between the metal and the water. Next. So for our essential question for the day, how does metallic property relates to the reactivity of metals with water? That is our essential question for the day. Okay, so we will answer this later. The first one is, what is metallic property? So metallic property relates to the ability to lose electrons. So to lose electrons. Metals can easily lose electrons due to their size. So if you will observe here, from lithium to sodium to potassium, the farther the outermost electron is from the positive nucleus. Because of that, in the periodic table, okay, there is what we call periodic trend when it comes to metallic property. And it increases. Take note, when we say increase, it starts from small, it starts from the lower level to the higher level. Okay? So it starts from small and then going up or going big. Okay? So here we have, it increases from right, okay, this one side, to the left side here. Okay? So it increases from the right side to the left side. And then, take note, it also increases from the top to bottom. That's why we have here our small friend. His name is francium. And francium, from the periodic table, has the largest, has also the highest metallic property. Unfortunately, francium is very, very rare. That's why it is very hard to observe. But actually, it has the highest metallic property. Okay? So just remember francium. Any element near to francium has the higher metallic property. Any element far from francium will have the lowest metallic property. So let's check. Okay, let's check if you understand or if you learned from the discussion. Okay, so let's try this. What I want you to do is to type in our chat box your answer. Okay, so number 1, based from the periodic table that we have here, which has the higher metallic property for letter A? Is it strontium or manganese? So the first thing that you have to do is to locate them. So how? First is look for strontium. So strontium is located here. Okay. Then look for manganese. And manganese is located here. Now, which has the higher metallic property? Kindly type in our chat box SR. Okay. So let's check if it is correct. Correct. Very good. Next, how about this one? Okay, we have copper and zinc. Copper here and zinc here. So, which has higher metallic property? May I see your answer? Okay, is it copper? Are you sure? Correct, it's copper. Nice. So I think you're ready for our group activity number 1. Okay, so let's proceed to our group activity number 1. So for our group activity, the periodic trend or the metallic property. Okay, so for our target, predict the elements trend in the periodic table with respect to its metallic property. Okay, proceed to your attendance sheet. Click the link at your group activity number 1. So I'm going to put again the link here in our chat box. Okay, and then click that link and we will proceed to our group activity number 1. Okay. There. So we're here. Okay. So for our group activity number 1. Okay, for our group activity number 1, there. Okay, arrange the element according to increasing. Take note increasing metallic property from lowest to highest. You have here the set of elements and all you have to do is to arrange them. But you have to use this. Okay, that's correct. You may comment here, this one, you may click this one, there, or if you don't want to use that, you may click this one and type. Okay? So don't forget to write first or type your name first before, okay, you write your answer. So you have to, so very good, Trina. So you have to write first your answer. Okay, your individual answers. And then afterwards, you will come up with your final answer. Sige po. So I can't see the other members of group 1. Will you please comment first here? So I would know what is your individual answer, and then you will come up to your final answer. Okay, for group 2. Okay, for group 2, just the same. Okay, don't forget to write your name or type your name. Yes, Gamuak, please type your name first before your individual answer. How about group 3? Okay, Chloe, you may start. How about, do we have group 4 now? I think there's no group 4. Okay, so we will just have 3 groups. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 minutes. That's maximum. Okay, time starts now. Don't forget to write your individual answers first before you come up with the final answer. You have to collaborate with your group mates. Don't go also to the other slides. Just focus on your slide. Okay. Very good, group 1. You're doing great. Good job. Keep it up. How about group 2? Okay, so we have Christine and Micaela. Good job. Keep it up. Where's the other members? You have to type your answers also. If you have 6 members, so there should be 6 answers. Here, how about here? Okay, Israel. You may use the periodic table of element. And also, don't forget francium. One minute and 35 seconds. Okay, 1 minute left. So you should start typing your final answers. You should start typing your final answers. Okay. Here. Okay, very good, Lance. Gamuak. Donyos. Where's the other members? Okay. Rina, you're also here in group 2. Here. Okay. Israel. Salvador. Oh, where's the other members? Don't forget to type your answer here. Okay, 2 and 1. Time is up. Okay, so let's check. Let's check. Oh, stop typing. We're done. Stop typing. Okay, so let's proceed to group 1. Okay, let's proceed to group 1. Okay? So group 1. So class, let's check if the answer of group 1 is correct. Okay, so the first thing that you should do is to locate the elements. Okay, so we have C, SI, FE, and CS. So the answer is correct. Very good. Okay, next. So this one is correct. Next, how about this one? Group 2. Okay, for group 2, RB, CS, lithium, potassium, rubidium, and cesium. Do you think the answer of group 2 is correct? Kindly type in our chat box if it is correct. Yes or no? Do you think the answer of group 2 is correct? Yes, Tiffany. Okay, your answer is yes. Let's check. So lithium, potassium, rubidium, and cesium. So this one is correct also. Wow, very good. Group 2 and group 1. How about group 3? Okay, how about group 3? For group 3, we have BR, GA, CA, and K. Okay. Sige. Kezia, is the answer of group 3 correct? Is it correct? Nak? Yes or no?
Po, ma'am.
Okay, that's correct. So, the correct sequencing is from bromine, which is a nonmetal, Ga, Ca, and K. Okay, so very good. Okay, now, let's proceed to our second part, which is